I just went live right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back again. Tell a friend to tap in. Yeah. What up? What up? What up? Hey, this is another episode of Who Gonna Catch These Hands. I'm your boy Joe Prophet. You know I usually got some good old council members with me, and they gonna tap in just shortly. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bit. Y'all just stay tuned. Stay tapped in with your boy. We got a crazy show today, man. You know we're gonna touch on a couple of topics. You know, it's a big fight weekend coming up. You know, you got Sheeraz, Berlanga, you got Shakur, Zepeda. We don't know who's the main event. You know what I mean? They saying it's Sheeraz and Berlanga's the main event. That's what they promote. But then you look at the fight build up. Hey, it's a lot of Shakur getting talked about. It's a lot of Zepeda getting talked about. Like, and we in Berlanga's hometown. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm anticipating to see this, man. You know what I mean? It got a little feisty today. I don't know if you guys tuned in. Mike Coppinger and Shakur Stevenson, you know, asked him about the main event and, you know, people walking out, things like that. It was facts. You know, it sounded like hate, came off as hate, but, I mean, if you're keeping it a buck, people was definitely walking out of my man Shakur's last fight. I was there, front row and center. Now, the reasons why people were leaving, different reasons all over the place. One, you hear, you know, people trying to beat traffic. You know, he had already beat his ass. What's the point of staying around? You know, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what does it even matter? I mean, he got the dub. He beat the dude ass. But there were people leaving. I mean, it's documented. I mean, let me not say it's okay because I was about to lie because that is not okay. That shit it was pretty, you know, I say it's not okay because I think about other fighters' homecomings. You know, Keyshawn Davis. You know, guys like this. And I mean, when I was in Norfolk, it was crazy. Like it was a lot of love. And people damn near had to get kicked out of that building. You know what I'm saying? It was nobody was trying to beat traffic. Don't know nothing about Norfolk traffic if it's like that. Hell, I don't even know about Jersey traffic if it's like that. Maybe it is trying to go back to New York. That is a fucking you don't want to do that. I ain't gonna lie. Going back to New York from Jersey is hell. I know that for sure. But let's get back to Keyshawn and his homecoming. Like you had fans that they damn near had to get kicked out of the building to leave Keyshawn fight. You know what I'm saying? They weren't thinking about missing nothing. Yes, it hadn't been a fight of that magnitude in maybe 30 years since Sweet Pea. You know what I'm saying? Oh, matter of fact, I got the shirt on. Hey, shout out. I ain't realized. But hey, anyway, uh, you know, it's a different level in the homecoming. You know what I mean? I'm looking, not to there, you know what I mean? Repping the home team. And like I said, these people damn near had to get kicked out of the building. They stayed to the last, not the last bell. They stayed to the day was damn near turning the lights out. Like I said, people had to get forced out of the building. Shakur Stevenson, not so much. And that's okay. That don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? That don't mean, I don't, you know, Shakur is this or that. It was just, hey, people in Jersey it just might be a little different. You know what I mean? They just, hey, I'm not trying to get caught up in traffic. You know, we know what this is. We know how, you know, but I don't know. It was a crazy look. But you know what I'm saying? Chaz, what's going on, man? I got one of the council members that tapped in with us, man.
Yo, yo, yo. Hold on, get my setup right, bro.
All right. You know, he wants to show y'all how he coming. Uh, for those y'all, for those of y'all that do not know, this esteemed council member, this is Sanchez Maniac McGee. He's a pro fighter, 4-0. You know, talk a lot of shit. He definitely be doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He be doing his thing. Well, welcome. Hey, Chaz, welcome. You know, we just chopping up a little bit. We talking. I was just talking the difference between the homecomings. You know what I'm saying? The homecoming of Shakur Stevenson and then the homecoming of Keyshawn Davis, and just you know how it was quite different. The two, although it's both homecomings, it was just a different energy in the building at both places. Like the energy in Keyshawn, it was like, man, it's like the whole city with him. You know what I'm saying? Although we know what happened with his first title defense, but we just talking about that homecoming, and then Shakur Stevenson. I believe that was his second time fighting in New Jersey. But I don't know, man. Like what in your comparisons, if you could compare the two homecomings, which one do you think was better and why? Can you hear me, Chad? I don't know if you can hear me. You kind of coming in like you in the Matrix. I can hear you now. Yeah, yeah. Well, I was talking. Yeah, I was talking about Keyshawn's first homecoming, and then that was Shakur's second homecoming that I went to when people was walking out in Jersey. Right. Correct. Correct. Yeah, I believe that was the second. That was the second fight there. That was the second fight there.
I'm gonna say
I mean, I can't deny that. I mean, looking at the whole atmosphere, looking at what Keyshawn was bringing to the table, looking at how he handled everything in that first homecoming, I would say the same thing. I would have said that that was the making of a superstar. He would, Michael Vick was in the building, the mayor of Norfolk was in the building, you know, Pusha T was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Pea's family was in the building. Allen Iverson's mother was in the building. I mean, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of love for a hometown kid. Now I don't know who was all. I mean, you had the usual suspects at Shakur's. You know, you had Andre Ward there. You had, of course, Jay Prince. But I mean, Bud Crawford. Of course. You know what I mean? The usual guys. But it wasn't just it was I mean, but then it's New Jersey. Like who eye popping was just gonna pull up for Shakur? I mean, maybe a Floyd Mayweather. He did the thing with Floyd before. So I mean, you know what I mean? Floyd put up to a sparring session. You know what
hmm
I mean? You can't be too mad at that. Can't be too mad at that. Can't be too mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool, man. Let's move forward a little bit. I kind of spoke on Eddie Reynoso and Devin Haney going at it on Twitter.
man,
You
this
know,
dude
Devin Haney.
Renoso.
Hey, man, it was crazy. But Devin was stating facts though. Devin was stating facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no juice, no trainer of the year. All them dudes over there on that shit.
Yeah,
Facts. And I'm like, damn, bro, you might be right, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what, number 7? That's the 7th guy over there in that camp that got hit for drugs.
positive.
Number 7.
Yeah,
Siete.
Hmm.
Waiting for my Spanish speakers out
Yeah,
there. 7. Like,
that's
at what
crazy.
point, bro, at what point, when the fuck they gonna kick Eddie Reynoso out this shit, bro? He gotta be giving
Yeah,
these dudes this shit, bro. What
he
the
got to
fuck is
be
going
suspended.
on?
Yeah, he got to get suspended at
Like,
some point.
you know what I'm saying? At what point are we gonna look at the dudes that's with these guys every day?
Yeah,
Like, at this point, it's
that's
like it's
giving
not
them.
even
That's
a
giving them the
coincidence.
advice.
Come on, bro. 7 fighters. My goodness, dog. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, what the hell? now, bro. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you could tell even by Eddie Reynoso's response to Devin Haney, he said, "No haters, no life. Pinche alone." Now, all my
Yeah.
fans, I
First
don't
of
know
all,
if I said it right, but y'all know what he said. Go ahead, Chad.
what does that even mean? No haters, no life. How are you hating on a positive result? It's positive. How is he hating? He not making nothing up. This is something that's real. And it's a 7 fighter that you got and untested positive with some shit. And you mean to tell me somebody's hating on you? How does that make sense, Pinche Colon?
You feel me? Shout out to Big Hud. He said he's likely giving them tainted subs or supplements that they don't know about. Man, come on, dog. You
Oh,
think they don't know about them supplements, man? They just like, all right, Eddie, come on. Oh, mouth wide.
Yep.
Just pour it in my mouth. Pause.
That's what he's saying.
Pour it in my mouth. Come
When it's
on. Come
time.
on. Like, what, come on. They for sure know. They 100,000% know. They trying to get the advantage. That's a Reynoso type of situation. They want that. Like, they want the advantage, bro. Like, 7 fucking fighters getting hit for drugs. Like, bruh, it's disgusting
7.
at this point.
7.
It's disgusting at this point. You know? Like, bruh.
Guilty. 7 of them that's guilty.
He said they need
Not
to be plausible
not
when it's
7 people that's accused.
7 different motherfuckers, dog. And
Right.
one dude, they actually they raised the levels of how dirty you could be, so this motherfucker keep making money from. So he can
Yeah.
so the cash cow can still keep bringing in the dough.
Because he's the
Shout
face of
out
boxing.
Canelo.
So, yeah.
Hey, you know, but
So
I
we're
ain't
not
gonna lie.
going
Go ahead.
to. Now, if I say we're not gonna punish him for clenbuterol because we make the most money off him fighting, so it benefit us to just raise the levels. But everybody else, or no,
Yeah.
everybody else getting boot the grill.
No. See, this is the thing. You got Mauricio Suleiman fucked up. He gonna cancel all Canelo shit.
Yeah, he gonna.
You got him fucked up. He ain't not backtracking that. He gonna let Canelo slide with whatever.
Yeah.
We need a piece of that.
Bro
Kill
said
my
they suspended that man for 6 months. He said that's long enough. That's about a training camp.
Exactly. Like literally. You know what I'm saying? Just enough to get you back right so you can get back up in there and get back to this
Mm-hmm.
money and give us our damn sanctioning fees. We we need that. We need. They said Devin Pillow Hands was getting piped off Diddy too. Yeah. Listen, I ain't gonna touch that. Devin and Diddy in the pool, wicked.
Oh, that
We're not
was a
gonna act
real
like
picture
that
too,
was
though.
a wicked picture. And Devin had
That
the
was
big ass goggles on his head. Like, what was he
yeah. I
doing
think
underwater with the goggles, man?
that was a real picture.
That was real. That was no Photoshop. Shit was that was that was that was a kinky ass picture, if I should say. It was real. Hey, I don't know how we. Yeah,
The
that picture
dream.
was dangerous, man. You know, and it was just the timing of the shit too.
Oh,
That
it
was
was
like
right
damn
on
near at the
time.
beginning of the
Matter of
thing. You
fact,
know what I'm saying? They start rolling
matter of
that shit
fact,
out.
shout out to Ryan Garcia for exposing that picture.
Oh man, King
That
Rock.
was nasty.
Big pause, bro.
That was nasty.
Oh man. Speaking of that, hey, what's up with Turkey? What's up with Turkey and this ringside shit when it comes to Shakur Stevenson? Like, I mean, I don't understand it. Like at first, he tried to make it seem like he wasn't going at Shakur, but then when I look at it in hindsight, this could be because of what Shakur did. You remember when he called Turkey and his partners towel boys?
Towel
You
head.
know what I
Well,
mean?
they acting like towel heads now.
Towel heads, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's
The towel heads are sending a message. But I don't know, bro. Turkey definitely gives me petty nigga vibes. Like, oh, he said that, he just held on to it and okay, He'll be back around. You know what I'm saying? Because let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Like we know that everybody's looking for that turkey bag right now.
Turkey bag.
Everybody's looking for the turkey bag.
The turkey
Everybody.
bag always feed the
You
hood.
feel me? You
Hey,
feel
look.
me?
The crazy thing is yes, I think he's being petty, but I think what's happening is inevitable. This he was never coming to just be a fan of boxing. Like it's his money, so he gonna always feel like it's his regardless. I think he just lured people in with the money, and now it's a hasty takeover. It's my rules, my way, my money. I got ESPN in my also I got Top Rank in my pocket. I got
Yeah.
I got
PBC, Matchroom, Queensberry. I got
I
them
got
all.
everybody else in my pocket. So it's like
Right.
either you gonna get in line or what we doing. So I don't know. I think it is Ben Petty. It's him poking a shot at him. Even putting Berlanga and Sheeraz as the main event. I think that had something to do with it. You know?
Right.
Um but I don't know. I think this
And
I,
him
I
being so
like
close
this
to
little
the house.
rivalry. I like this rivalry against Shakur and Turkey. I like it.
Me
I think
too.
that's better.
Me too. Me too. For
This
some
is
reason,
better
it's like
than
he's bringing another side of Shakur out. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
exactly,
bringing this.
exactly.
You know what I mean? I do see that. I see that. But you know what? Now I keep saying like Shakur might get in. He might get in trouble if he try to go in here and just go stop this guy. But for what it's worth, at the end of the day, I think he's gonna beat the fuck out of. I think he's gonna beat the shit out of Zepeda. Like I really do. He might not stop him. He might not knock him
Yeah.
out, but he's gonna just put hands on this dude for 12 rounds for sure.
He he
Inside,
got a chip on his
outside.
shoulder.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't like when Shakur like he tries to do he starts coming with the little man syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga that got dared to do everything when he was little and shit. It's like, bro, you up, bro. You ain't got to prove
Oh yeah.
yourself to know, especially with this type of shit. Why are you
Yeah,
going here
you
talking
don't.
about I'm going to knock him out, you going to stop him, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, we don't need you to do that, Shakur.
I,
Whoop these niggas like you
yeah,
been
I feel
whooping them.
like
Like, you know what I'm saying? Let niggas be mad at how you getting these dubs, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Then now you
it's
really
like
going to build up for niggas who want to see you lose.
it's like
Keep
the
whooping them like
verbiage for
that.
me, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like if he chose like to say like, yeah, I'm gonna punish him or this gonna be a total different fight on it's a different level and da da da. I feel like okay, that'll 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 land a little bit more and connect with the people. But you saying you about to knock somebody out, we know you're not about to knock out. All right, now it sounds like you falling into the same trap the last few fights that people mad at you about not delivering on your word. So I feel like if he just structured the words a little bit different, I do think he about to come in here and put belt to ass.
Yeah.
Put
I think he
belt to
definitely finna whoop his
ass.
ass.
Turkey,
Definitely finna whoop
Turkey
his
got
ass.
Turkey got Shakur fucked up right now. He about to put belt to ass on this boy. He about to come in there. He said, shout out to Mike Coppinger. Shot him middle finger. And
I'm talking about two of
yeah,
them. That's
yeah,
why though.
Shakur turned, bro. He turned.
I like what I'm saying. Even the way Shakur was watching him during the open media workouts. I still look at Shakur trying to turn into the bad guy. Look at
Yeah.
it. Hey, to be honest, why not, bro? If anybody's gonna turn it like if we looking at this like wrestling, if anybody was gonna turn into a bad guy, give me Shakur Stevenson as bad. I like that.
I
Give me
like
an
this
NWO
rivalry.
Shakur Stevenson.
I like this
Let me get
rivalry
that.
more than I like Turkey and Tank beefing with each other. I like Shakur and Turkey beefing more than I like Tank and Turkey. I think this. I think if Turkey can go and reach out to Tank and get Tank to click tight with him, this will make Shakur versus Tank 10 times better. 10 times
Oh,
better.
for sure.
If
Oh,
Shakur is
yeah.
beefing with Turkey, and if Turkey can link up with Tank, that makes a mega fight. And maybe that's what we starting to see brew. If he passed this Zepeda level, since he will okay, I'm gonna shrink the ring. And Shakur saying, all right, I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm gonna come in here, put belt to ass on this motherfucker. He come in here, whoop his ass. He passes the Zepeda test. Turkey gonna say, all right, bet. I got something for you. I know who you can't be.
Mm.
We're gonna see. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Hey, listen, Shakur and Tank Davis. I ain't gonna lie. Before I was like, it might be a good fight. It might be too skillful to where people won't enjoy it because it's gonna be so much of a chess match of niggas trying to pick shots and do this and do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But man, the more and more I think about it, and the closer we might possibly be getting to that, I'm like, yeah, give me that. Let me get that, man. Let me get that, man. I
Yes.
mean, hey, dog, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know, but man, let's move on to this uh Berlanga and Sheeraz. Berlanga is Berlanga the man in New York City? Is he? Because we don't fucking know.
I don't
He
know.
walking around the street giving out tickets, giving out free shit at the Boys and Girls Club. Shout out to the Boys and Girls Club in New York City. You know what I'm saying? But these type of things is making me think like, shit, are you the man in New York like you claiming? Are you the king like you claiming? You know what I'm saying? Because from what I'm hearing, and y'all can let me know in the comments if this is true. That fight ain't nowhere near sold out. Not even
Yeah,
close.
no.
It's a
Um,
bunch of tickets left.
I went to a video that Top Rank just dropped maybe 8 hours ago, and the first comment I went to it said, "Ticket sales is poo."
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was the first comment I seen.
yeah.
Was the ticket sales was poo. I'm like, damn, dog. But
Man, listen. I'm just listen.
but hold up though. Hold up though. I ain't finna let them do that. I don't give a fuck nothing about the ticket sales. We got Puello versus Matias on this card too. We got like this. This is a star-studded card, and people sleep on it because they worried about sales. And man, these people, man, this better than the Times Square card, if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, it's definitely better than the Times Square car. That Super Rail and Playo is so slept on. That's how you
Yeah,
know motherfuckers ain't real boxing fans, because that's the
mhm.
fight.
That's yeah.
That
I
that's the
don't know why
one.
people.
Like, you feel me? That is the one
But
because
then
you
again,
know. hmm
I don't know. I think a lot of people still just don't want it to be Puello. I know it's a lot of
They don't like his
you know,
style.
it's,
He not
yeah,
really
I
fan
know
friendly.
it's a lot of people that feel some type of way. So Puello versus Matias might not just be who they want to see it against, but he's the guy. He keep winning. What can you do?
Right. And he took down the quote unquote boogeyman in Antoine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say what you want, but he took him down. He took him down. You know what I mean? Only man to beat Antoine. And I know Antoine's looking for that rematch. It would be real good to see Antoine against the winner of this. Super
Yeah,
Rail
yeah,
and Puello. That's another great fight that we could get.
yeah.
December towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? But we didn't even talk about these female fights coming up, bro.
Friday,
Whoa.
Friday lit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. Now, okay. Shout out. So yeah. Hey, that Sandor rematch is. Sandor. It's so different with Sandor because he's somebody that can't catch a break to save his fucking life, bro. This dude, in my opinion, he beat Teofimo Lopez. In my opinion, he beat damn, who did Sando just was it Playo? No, it was who did Sando just it was Playo, right? He lost to Playo.
Saying, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. I think it was
Yeah, he
Puello.
lost to Playo.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a close fight. That
Mm-hmm.
you can't even be mad with it. You can't be mad at the winner they picked him and Playo. It's like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a good ass fight. It was close. You can't really call that one a rivalry. But Sandor Martin and Teofimo Lopez, bro, he boxed a Spanish circle around this dude. That shit was crazy. He whooped
yeah.
T.O. Wasn't that the one where T.O. asked his dad, do I
Do I
still
still
got
got
it?
it?
I still got it.
And he got
Yeah.
dropped. I
No,
think he
you
got
ain't
dropped.
got it,
He
bro.
got dropped that fight too.
Mm, he definitely, yeah. No, wait. T.O. got dropped against
Yeah, I
Sandor?
think. Yeah, I think he got dropped that fight.
Oh, shit. I go back and watch. We gotta get back in the
Wait,
lab and watch that one.
unless
I just
yeah,
remember. After when the last bell rung, I was like, oh yeah, Sandor got this boy. This is crazy.
yeah.
Who
I
the
think he
hell is
got
Sandor
yeah.
Martin?
I think he got dropped against this dude.
Mm. Well. Now, okay, we got Baumgartner, we got Serrano and Katie Taylor 3. If you could pick a upset this weekend, what's the upset? What fight you got as an upset, dog?
Uh, we want to start with Friday.
Let's go Friday. Yeah.
If I see an upset, I guess I would say what be considered an upset would probably be was Shadesha Green and Savannah Marshall, like if Savannah Marshall beat Shadesha, would
Mm,
that be considered an upset since she's coming back? Or I don't know. Vice versa.
probably, because Savannah been more active. That probably would be considered an upset.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening, but I would say that would be the biggest one for Friday. Shout out to my girl Chicken. You know what I'm saying? Chicken.
Sharetta
She about to.
Metcalf.
You know what I'm saying? Metcalf about to go for undisputed, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey,
yeah,
let's
man.
go.
Shout out to our motherfucking homegirl fight for undisputed this week, man. So yeah, I'm going with
Real
Chicken.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel
You
me?
know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dallas, Texas, man. D Town is big.
Man,
Dirty D, man. You know
real
what I'm saying?
man,
Uh,
real.
but that girl she fighting is a tough motherfucker. Shanika Johnson.
Mm.
Shanika Johnson. Man, she just sound like she could fight, dog.
Yeah, but she
I
ain't
don't
Sharetta
care, Shanika,
Metcalf
bro.
though. I ain't.
Yeah,
She ain't Sharetta
Sharetta definitely
Metcalf. You
sound
know
like
what
a
I'm
fight
saying?
name. Let's not
She
get
ain't
out there.
Metcalf though. You know
Sharetta,
what I'm
oh, you can
saying?
fight. Yeah, Sharetta and Shanika. It's gonna be, hey,
it's,
it's gonna be a
it's
whole ghetto
it's for
brawl, man. I'm
undisputed,
ready
but
for it.
I'm going with the Triple D Queen though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'll go with the Triple
okay.
D Queen, man.
Shout out to Dallas Swag, man. You know what I'm saying? Shredder, we with you, man. Chicken, hey, we might be able to get Chicken on here after the. I don't know. I think she charged like $1,000 for interviews or something. So we might not see Chicken. You know what I'm saying? We just might not see her, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hit her with a DM or something
We
or a
love you
message or
from a
something. You know
distance,
what I'm
my
saying?
dog.
For sure, Chicken. You know what I'm saying? But man, let's see, dog. We touched on that.
Um, Alicia
David
Baumgartner,
Morrell.
Alicia
What?
Baumgartner,
Well, I
and
was gonna say Morrell, bro. Cause you see, you did see Morrell's uh the guy he's supposed to be fighting dropped out because he tested dirty.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
You
number
know what I'm
7.
saying? And we just saw David Morrell sparring what last week and a half
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I wonder, like when you hear something like that as a fighter, and I'm asking you this as as a fighter, like you putting in all this work, you doing all this shit, you
For a
grinding,
specific person.
you know what I'm saying? All for your opponent to be dirty, you know what I'm saying, fight week. Like what does that do to your mind frame? Like, where does your mind go once that happens?
That's why it's important to have a team around you. Um, because when you just got to show up and fight, that's all you got to worry about. So Morrell, he got a perfect team. He got the legendary coach. You know what I'm saying? He got the right backing behind him. Only thing he got to do is show up Saturday. They just got to find him a replacement opponent. He ain't got to worry about nothing. He doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I can say it fucks with him mentally, but if he knows that they have a replacement, it really ain't gonna be no much of an issue for him because yeah, I'm gonna get my money regardless. I'm gonna show up, box, get my money regardless. Now, if I don't have a replacement opponent, then yeah, I don't get paid. So now now it's the issue. But
Yeah, yeah, because
so I mean, I don't
it's
think it's really gonna
no
mess with him
quality.
unless
It's
it's
no
unless they get
quality.
like a top 10 replacement opponent. Now it's like, oh, whoa, whoa, we got to go back to the drawing board and actually study this guy. This ain't just nobody we can
Right,
come in and get some rounds with.
right. Man, Chad, look. Hey man, tell these people where they can catch you at, man. I'm finna slide specs up here, man. Finna get that UK version. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. Y'all can find me, man, on TikTok and Instagram at Poppy_Maniac. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Hey man, appreciate you pulling up, Chad. Man, we gonna get specs up on here, man. See where they
I
boy at.
I remember.
Listen, sir. Man, listen. So y'all, like I say, y'all see, I always, always got my esteemed, I'm gonna call them colleagues, but these certified members, you know what I'm saying? These is real boxing aficionados. We do this shit daily. Now we finna go across the water to my guy Specs. You know what I'm saying? Out there in London, England. Yo,
What's
Specs, what
good,
it
my
do, man?
bro? What's good, my bro? How you doing, Joe?
Man, I know you've been tapped in, kind of hearing what we've been talking about this Shakur situation and Sheeraz and Berlanga. You know, kind of give me your thoughts. On let's start with Shakur. How are you feeling with Shakur trying to step into this bad guy role, so to speak? With Turkey trolling him and stuff like that, and how he's coming this fight. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I actually like it. I actually really, really like it and really appreciate the stance that he's taken for technical boxing. Do you know what I mean? Away from the style of fights that Turkey wants to see. I like that the fact that he's maintaining his integrity. Do you know what I mean? Like Turkey's trolling him. Like he's got big Turk Al Sheikh trolling him, telling us about shrinking rings, Tom and Jerry, everything. But I feel like Shakur's doing a good job, Like I'm I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. I think that he needs to embrace it because at the end of the day, we got a big fight coming up for him. Do you know what I'm saying? And I see him actually dominating Zepeda. I see it being a tricky one for a couple rounds, but I see him dominating Zepeda. I see him actually figuring out that puzzle and showing us and giving us something that is a bit more definitive than we've seen of him. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like I'm digressing a bit, but he's got the issue with his hands all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? I heard him speaking about it a bit where he's saying always in between fights he's got to be strengthening his hands and whatnot. But that's his. If he's tempered enough, do you know what I'm saying? I can see him pulling out something, even if he does have to break a hand for this fight. Do you know what I'm saying? If those
Yeah.
moments present themselves. But I like it. I like it. I like Shakur stepping into the bad guy. He hasn't done it himself.
No, yeah, I'm with you on that. I need to see Shakur coming up out that shell for real though, and I like the fact that he's kind of quote unquote going at Turkey, but I like how Turkey coming back at him too. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna shrink this ring, for these runners in the sport, and so the banter is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The back and forth. It is nice for the sport. I can't hate on it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, Specs, I was about to tap in one of our guys over here from Vegas, and he likes to rant about what's going on in this sport of boxing. Let's see. Let me see what he got going on.
That's
Hey, yo, Will, you there? Yeah, of course. He right. I knew it.
you,
Yeah, I just seen it. But yeah, man. So it is what it is, dog. So now we go to this. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's back. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yo, Will, you there? All right. So now we talking about the Shakur Stevenson and Zepeda, the whole open workouts and stuff today. How everything went down. Kind of give me your thoughts on how everything went down at the open workouts today, and just with Shakur in general. Period. Mm. Why are open workouts gay? Okay. I can hear you. You loud and clear. What round? Damn, I don't know. He hurt his hand against Padley again?
Yeah, he hurt his hand against Padley.
It had to be late. Man, let's call it like 6th or 7th round or something.
Yeah.
All right, 6th or 7th round. So we gonna go. You know what? Yeah, we gonna go 6th or 7th round. Shakur against Zepeda on this one. Actually, he might break his hand, you know, or he might just pull out. He might just pull out the fight last minute.
You think Shakur's gonna pull out the fight last minute? Why would he do that?
Man, stranger things have happened.
Okay, nah, that's true though. It's fucking true. I mean, we definitely just saw Kid Austin playing dead a couple months ago, and now he's fucking knocking people out in the first round like never before. So, stranger things have definitely happened.
I don't think the man was playing dead. I don't think the man. You ain't got to fly all the way to Saudi Arabia to play dead. You can do that in Texas or wherever the fuck you from. You ain't got to fly all the way out of town to do that.
So what
and
you?
At the same time, I don't think Kid Austin will sit back and submit a big payday. I don't know why everybody's running with that kind of narrative, as if he's just going to opt out of a major payday, a major situation in training camp, all of this different shit to go over there just to pull out the fight. And it wasn't that he just pulled out on his own. It was the fucking boxing commission said he couldn't participate in the match anymore. It wasn't him. It was the commission that said he wasn't going to be able to. They wasn't going to let him.
That's
and
true.
then with Corey Stevenson, I don't know where this motherfucker gets off at thinking calling that somebody's going to pull out. No other fighter calls that their opponent is not going to make it in the ring. They might say, oh, he's going to miss weight. But to just blatantly say, oh, yeah, this person don't want to fight me, they ain't going to make it, they ain't going to fight me. That's some weird shit. Who the fuck is this nigga, God?
Right.
This nigga predicting the fucking future now when it comes to people being sick or healthy?
That,
How the fuck do this nigga know anything?
that was my initial, thing. Cause I'm like, bro, your dad said this man ain't got no power. You're calling this nigga pillow fisted. Y'all talking about how y'all gonna knock this dude out. All to just go up there and, play dead, be sleeping. Your dad is taping you sleeping on the fucking hospital bed, and you're not fighting. It's like, it was crazy. It was crazy.
On top of them not getting the biggest payday that would have been in that man's career,
right?
They gonna add a motherfucking hospital bill to it just to fuck around and play dead.
Well, what if they got free health care inside? I think the health care.
It's crazy, man. Ain't never been in history somebody just sat back and called, hey, my opponent ain't gonna make it in the ring, and then the opponent don't make it in the ring, nigga. There's something up with that.
That was kind of fishy because I didn't I gotta be with you on that. I'm like, why go all the way to Saudi Arabia to play dead? That is a long way to be playing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's a long ass flight, and you had to stop in the middle with a layover. So we talking about damn near 20 hours of traveling to do that.
The bigger question is why this man be having these last minute ass replacements and they be some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the bigger question. Why is the cable guy the only person that can fight a number one top elite guy? Why is that the only person on standby?
But what if he's the only one that answers the call?
Man, get the fuck out. I've been told you. I've been told you that shit was fake from the jump. All that shit was staged. Nah.
What'd you think about that, Spec? You think that shit was fake?
Nah, man. And Padley.
Who shitted on themselves? Who?
You get one fucking honest reporter, journalist type dude that ain't even trying to come at the nigga all crazy. You get one person that want to be honest across the board, and you got a problem with this man's honesty and this man speaking facts. Man say, hey man, don't you think I should be the main event? The nigga says, well, the reason why you're not the main event is because everybody leaving in your last two shows.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
I was at one of the shows, and everybody was going and leaving and doing all types of shit, nigga. Everybody was up, man. Niggas was just crip walking in the concession stands, bro, and shit like that. It was all dance and shit everywhere else. They weren't even paying attention to this nigga.
Oh.
Hey, I try to chalk it up to, you know, people in New Jersey who say they were trying to beat traffic back to New York. They trying to get up out of there and beat traffic, man. New Jersey's crazy, dog.
Listen, I got too many friends from New York, and ain't none of them niggas showed to no goddamn Jersey to see Shakur fight. That is a lie. Them motherfuckers went to the Boys and Girls Community Club around the corner and gave out 15,000 tickets, nigga.
Yeah,
For free.
yeah, I saw that.
15,000 tickets and cartons of milk and little lunch bills and backpacks and shit. Community giveaway. Hometown hero. This one where he didn't make weight at too.
Now, the first one I believe is where he didn't make weight, where he lost it on the scale to yeah, when he went, yeah, Casaccio, yep.
Oh yeah, against that weak ass dude, Casaccio, the one that he hit with a whole lot of low blows and suplexed him in the middle. I don't know, but you know, Casaccio is the one they said that beat Shakur also. So I mean,
Correct.
People picking on Shakur to beat Stephen Bullshit, and I don't understand how.
Oh, that's you trying to go somewhere else with that. You trying to go somewhere else. He's trying to go somewhere else. Yeah.
That's why Bullshit is a little bit, little brittle around the edges. Anyway, prove that.
Now, we kind of touched on this right here. I'm gonna start with specs on this one. I'm gonna go to you, Will. We're gonna talk about so and Devin Haney going back and forth on Twitter. I don't know if you guys seen it. If you guys seen it, I wanna know your thoughts. Because I know why Devin Haney said what he said about their whole team being dirty, but it was Reynoso's response when he called him a pinche cologne. That was just crazy to me. I'm just like, I mean, he ain't say nothing that wasn't. He didn't say nothing false. I mean, he literally, bro, y'all got 7 fucking fighters that didn't test the dirty over there. What the fuck is going on? Specs, man. What you
Hurt dogs holler. Hurt dogs holler. You get me?
Yeah.
Hurt dogs holler. Devin's only spoke the truth, unfortunately in Eddie Reynoso's case, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why there isn't like a bigger investigation that's gonna be happening at this point, because like birds of a feather flock together, and there is
Right.
something underhand happening. Do you know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
Like
Without a
that
doubt.
like I mean it brings into contention snack somewhat, but I don't think it's the brand per se. I think it's the extracurricular operations that may be happening. Hence why all these fighters keep coming up dirty. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like some USSR Russian experiment kind of situation going on where
Facts. They just testing these Mexicans with that
do,
shit.
do you know what I mean? Where it's
Like,
like
yeah.
they're trying to figure out new ways to to get an advantage and disguise it and hide it, but then they've got the front that is snack anyway because they're all snack athletes. So it's like, oh,
Facts.
like it's such a strange front, but it makes sense. It makes sense why their fighters keep coming up dirty. The more that I think about it, because it's just like they've got their scientists in their labs and they're saying, is there what else is there? Do you know what I'm saying? What can I
Right.
do and cycle off of just enough of before a fight? And like what for this last fighter that just came up dirty, he had high levels of estrogen that basically proved he was masking, what was it, the same thing Conor Ben
Mm.
I forgot the name of it. Sorry, I don't want to butcher it
Yeah,
right now,
I
but
can't think of the name of the drug either. Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And it's like, if this is what's happening, you need to investigate the whole job now. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to investigate
Facts.
the whole shop now. Like this is I'm not saying a Rico needs to happen, but it's in scale of something weird like
Yeah.
this. Your whole roster, you pretty much your whole roster has come up dirty consistently under your tutelage.
Consistently.
Like
And you even got a trainer of the year in the middle of that shit. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Word.
Man, Will, man, what's up? What's your thoughts on this Eddie Reynoso and Devin Haney situation?
I wanted to touch back, my bad, on this man's support. All of a sudden, this motherfucker can tell the future and shit. He just knows when somebody ain't gonna make it in the ring. Touch back on everybody knows that boxing is a dirty business, flesh peddling business. It's corrupt across the board. Everybody's taking supplements and different shit like that that's not legal. The only problem is that's not legit in the boxing world. The only problem is Eddy Berlanga, he just forgetting, I guess, the proper times for when they're supposed to gotta flush the bullshit out their system.
Oh, you say he's forgetting?
Yeah,
That's not
he's just not on the right schedule.
all right.
On the right schedule because anytime you're stacking on different supplements and all of that shit, you gotta cycle off shit. And his cycle times is all the way the fuck wrong. That's it.
But that, yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. 7 fighters, he ain't figured out the cycle yet. I mean, how many motherfucking tests, how many fucking what they call them shit, lab rats do we need?
Look, as far as with him and Devin Haney, Devin Haney outside of the ring, Devin Haney just needs to learn how to mind his own motherfucking business. What the fuck you over there focusing on another nigga camp for?
You know,
Was he even commenting on somebody else? I think that's why Ryan Garcia and motherfucking who's that black ass nigga from New York?
Hitchens,
That darkest
Richardson Hitchens.
charcoal. Chalky white over there. Yeah, that nigga. He's fucking up on. That's why they coined the term fuck the Haneys. Because the Haneys don't know how to mind their own shit right now. Especially Devin. He needs to sit back and focus on his kids, his whatever domestic disputes, and his other shit. Just continue to be a stand-up young nigga before one of these Mexican niggas come around and fire his shit up.
Well, there it is.
Fought that weak ass nigga. You see the way he fought that weak ass nigga Ramirez, right?
Yeah.
Ramirez is pretty weak to me. But you see the way he fought him. He got in there and started bouncing around in circles and running around.
Some people thought that was boxing. Some people said, you know, yeah, Devin Haney moved a little more than he normally does, but some people you chalk that up to, you know, a boxing clinic.
Boxing. You know, in football, when you do illegal bullshit or you do something stupid, they got a flag for unsportsmanlike shit.
Yeah.
That's unsportsmanlike.
Oh, so what he did?
Flag on the play. So just because you did that shit in the ring don't mean that you was boxing in the ring. That just means you just did some bullshit.
What would you consider that to be? What he did?
Nigga, methamphetamine.
What does that mean?
Oh, bro.
That's a certain drug. A bad case of ADHD or some shit.
Okay.
You just wouldn't stop moving around, wouldn't stop jerking and running and bouncing and all this other type of shit. That ain't boxing. That ain't boxing.
So it's safe to say that you didn't appreciate what Devin Haney did.
It's safe to say no.
Okay.
Nah, this is better word than me not appreciating it. I hated what Devin Haney did. It's safe to say I hate that type of shit. Or do this type of shit, we're gonna hold him to the same standard. Well, I ain't.
So Will, if you could pick a upset this weekend, who's getting upset?
David Morale.
But it's the dude he's fighting just dropped out. He might not even be fighting.
Oh. Well, shit, that's an upset right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, he on train for it. He definitely could upset your ass. For sure.
David Morale would have been the upset.
Specs, give me your upset, Specs. Let me who you got upset, Specs? If it's
Stevenson could possibly get upset.
The only upset that I'm perceiving, yeah, and this is like I don't know what the odds are saying. I haven't looked at the bets, but the only perceived upset I'm thinking is in the Berlanga Sheeraz fight. That's
so
the
you
only.
taking Sheeraz over Berlanga?
What?
Or
Yeah,
Berlanga over Sheeraz?
I've got Sheeraz over Berlanga, but I think the upset would be how Berlanga would beat Sheeraz if he did.
Yeah, that'd be hey that.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
Do y'all think Kid Austin, like honestly, do you guys think Kid Austin is afraid of getting knocked out by Shakur?
No.
Yes.
I can't. Not after what I just saw. He's not scared to get knocked up. I know Shakur.
So that would say that Kid Austin thinks Shakur could knock him out. Well, you think Shakur could knock Kid Austin out?
I think Shakur would beat Kid Austin pretty easily. I don't think he's knocking him out. I think he's gonna be a 12.
I think he stops.
Oh my God. What?
See, the problem with Shakur shit is Shakur doesn't lack skill. He does lack integrity, and he lacks power. Shakur stopped Kid Austin,
But he didn't stop Artem. He didn't stop fucking who was there before Art? Man, come on, bro. He ain't stopped. The only motherfucker he stopped at 35 was that weak ass. Bro, the only person this man stopped at 135 pounds was Yao Ming. Stop. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, hey, man, can we just stop, bro? The only nigga he stopped in that weight class was Yoshino Yao, bro. Stop. I'm just saying, bro. We like, come on, bro.
Like he wears them all the way down because Shakur don't fight people that move, that's actually athletic, that have explosive power, and they're athletic. They can move around. They're not way smaller than them. He don't got no kind of fucked up advantages over them. Okay, you stop Yoshinoya and then stop the cable guy. And the cable guy took this nigga to like the 11th, took him to the championship round. On a fucking 5-3-day notice.
on a page.
On a 3-fucking-day notice, the electricity took this nigga to the championship round.
That nigga Padley probably went to Saudi Arabia with no clothes. This nigga went with a carry-on.
Right, he come back with a house though.
Yeah, fact. He did come back with a crib for sure. But no, see, you tripping, Sanchez, but he stopped Tevin Farmer like that in the first round in 40 seconds. Record timing.
Shakur ain't stopped. See, that's the problem. Shakur ain't doing his job. So this nigga mad at niggas like Mike Coppinger because he ain't doing his job. You put this nigga Kid Austin in there with the cable guy, nigga, and let the cable guy have a full training camp. I guarantee you he's going to be gone in 60 seconds. Guarantee.
Okay.
Guarantee he's going to be gone in 60 seconds.
Okay.
No way around it. The cable guy is not the fuck out. First round. 36 rounds back to back. And he softened up and Kid Austin.
Bro, man, stop. Because now you acting like this man just got punched on for 3 fights in a row. And that's just not true. That's not true. Come on. Like, and Tevin Farmer's a seasoned vet. You ain't finna tell me 3 fights wore him down. Oh, because he's on the back end. Stop, bro. He damn near won 2 of them. Yeah, but see, you acting like he got beat down in these 3 fights. He didn't.
I just literally heard y'all a couple fights, a couple weeks ago saying, man, this man just sat here and went 3 fights in a row with Matala, Zepeda, and guy. Come on, man, y'all know this man is way terrible. You can't say that happened because nobody said that on the OSOS podcast, nigga. So you can't say that nobody said none of that shit. Don't be bringing up shit from these other little spaces and talking to them. Other StreamYard spaces and shit. Don't bring that on to the shit we on right now. We talking about what nobody ain't said. Basically, you said Sam Farmer was the GOAT and a veteran. He got knocked the fuck out in the first round. Let's leave it at that.
That's what happened, bro. That shit was actually sad and shocking. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And it happened just like that. Literally, just like that. I don't even want to believe it, accept it, but I was going with Tevin Farmer, bro. Like I thought Tev was going to either win a split decision or get this little nigga up out of there, and neither one of them happened. In fact, he was the one that got up out of there. He was the one that got destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. You gotta put some respect on Kid Austin's name. Since I don't know what you're doing, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. All right. Look. Man, listen. Hey, Will, man. Hey, man. Tell them where they can get you at, man. Where can they tap in with you at? Unless you don't want them nobody, fucking with you or following you. So you keep, if you do, man, let them know where they can get you at. Okay, I'm gonna take that as he does not want you to know where the fuck he's at. Specs, it's on you, brethren. Man,
Aye,
where can
my
they get
boo.
you at, dog?
Aye, you can find me at Spectacle on all socials. But catch us on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? The Boxing Council. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're on every day. Pretty much all times of the day, depending on what time zone you're in. Do you know what I'm saying? You'll catch a room, especially with the fight with the fights coming up this week. The next 2 weeks is gonna be jumpy, yo. Don't miss out.
Facts. Madness, for sure. Man, listen, this is another episode of Who Gonna Catch These Hands. I'm your boy, Joe Prophet. You tapped in with a couple distinguished gentlemen, my boys, my council members, my boy Spectacle. Y'all got a little dose of Sanchez Maniac McGee earlier, and then we just kind of introduced y'all to, the mad rapper himself, my nigga Will, you know what I'm saying? So, but hey, catch us in. Hey, we'll be here probably, we'll be back for the weigh-in maybe Friday. Fuck around, be here tomorrow, Hey, just tap in and find out. Yo. Yeah, we out, man. Peace.
Oh, peace.